This is what's going on. I'm gonna do this real quick here. All right, that message did free your minds, free our minds. There's this white, W-I-G-H-T. That's what they are. That's the name of their species, W-I-G-H-T, white. All right, believe it or not, that's the name of their species, white. He calls himself Dimitri on YouTube. This is what he said. He said, I agree with almost everything you say, but I don't understand how you believe that African Americans are better than every single person in every other race. Ignoring that people from other races experience what you speak about, myself included. You speak as if the people of other races wanted to be genetically modified by the Moors. The Native Americans of Turtle Island that you say are Mongolians are literally fighting for their home in nature just as you and me. And I responded to him. I said, they have no home. All right? If you are not created and manifested by this planet, you have no home. All right? That whole part of the Bible, when those Moors said, let us make man in our image. And I used to see, when I was younger, I used to see pictures of like Asians and Spanish people. And I was like, why did I see this right here? And then there was, younger, and I realized that, later on, they were created by the Moors. Let us make man in our image, because the Moors went and started creating different species. All right? They came here with their species. They have no home. It's all part of the game, though. All right? This is why we talk about free your mind. All right? And he says, I know you think everyone else is evil and soulless. I don't think everyone else is evil. There's no such thing as evil. Others, do they have souls? No, they don't have souls. All right, but I don't even think on that, because I'm more so committed to my species, the original beings of this realm. All right. He says, I know that you think that everyone else is evil and soulless, but that's just not true. So proud because of skin color, as if the physical form is more important than the soul. And this is where so many get caught up in this whole thing of color. All right? This whole thing of color. We're not looking at color. We're looking at genetics. All right? You understand that? We're looking at genetics. We're not looking at color. We're looking at genetics. Because there are brothers and sisters who are what you call albinos. And albinos are literally the recessive genes of two original beings. All right? You got two original beings, and the recessive genes come together and create an albino. But they're original to this realm. They're original to this planet. They have a soul. It's just that in the area of genetics, they literally created a light-skinned child. But they didn't create a white. All right? They didn't create a white. All right. So it's not skin color. Skin color has nothing to do with it. It's genetics. Understand that? It's genetics. And so many people, these whites and all get so caught up in skin color. It's not skin color. It's genetics. And you don't understand science. That's the problem. When you start understanding the scientific portion of everything, then you understand things on a greater scale. But right now, you still seeing things on the physical instead of seeing things scientifically. All right. He says, He says, but the physical is more important than the, he said, so proud of skin color as if the physical form is more important than the soul. We only talk about souls, our souls and spirits, how we connected. So the soul and the physical form of who we are extremely important. All right? Because what do we say? These bodies here that we operate are designed to work in the highest, under the highest frequency, highest vibration, highest energy, the highest gas, the highest crystallized energy, the highest metallic energy, the highest mineralized energy that the cosmos can possibly give. So for us, the soul is not more important than the body, because the body is just, our bodies is just as important as the soul. But this is coming from a white. They don't understand. All right, they don't understand. They're steadily they're pushing it. They're pushing it. All right. He said, fun fact: you should be green, not black. Skin is rusted from iron mixed with water. Not true. We are golden beings. This is real gold. Why you think our melanin and all within us is so important to these Moors and their counterparts? We're golden beings. Everything. This melanin is nothing but cosmic gold. That's all it is. It's cosmic gold. And we're not rusted. You got somebody who's not even a part of this genetic species trying to tell us who we are. Talking about fun fact. No, that's a big lie. There's no fun fact. It's a big lie. All right. Let's set the record straight. All right. And then he says, hate on me as I know you will, but that came from many African Americans like yourself, but you'll say they are Moors. Let me tell you something. So many brothers and sisters have been miseducated in this realm. All right. In our realm, on our land, we have been miseducated. Why the miseducation? Because we have a whole species of beings who want to make sure that we remain in a sleep state. All right. They want to make sure that we remain in a sleep state. It's kind of interesting that this guy just comes right up and starts talking and conversating and posting on here, because what is he afraid of? He's afraid of the original beings awakening, because they know that our grand awakening literally changes everything. And when we change, we talked about the gateways. When we open up gateways in our mind, gateways on the outside of us begin to open up. When we open up gateways in our hearts, when we open up gateways in our soul, when we open up gateways in our bodies, everything on this planet changes, because we are the atoms of this realm. And this is why there is such a big need to keep us mentally enslaved, because mentally we create the spectrum of this planet. All right. Let's see. And he says, it's obvious that black-skinned people are indeed the originals to this planet. Okay. Yeah, of course. But we're not black, we're golden. All right. Black is a term that was given to us by an enemy, because they need us to identify as something else instead of identifying as Atlanteans, instead of identifying as we can truly identify as Egyptian. Seriously. But we're mostly Atlanteans, because the Egyptians are the Atlanteans. The Atlanteans are the Egyptians. The Egyptians are the original beings called African American. The pyramid builders, the cradle of technology is right here in this land, because technology began here and then went abroad. You have other brothers and sisters millions and millions of years ago. We started technology right here in this land here. We created technology everywhere. Well, you have Tartaria. Tartaria went from Russia all the way down to what's called Africa. That whole part there was destroyed with the battle with Amun Ra. All that stuff was destroyed. All that stuff is gone. Just like Billy Carson said, it got glassed. I was watching the movie. Who was I watching? And they was talking about how whatever technology was used that they got glassed. Everything turned into glass. And you talking about some extremely powerful. And the reason why the structures and all turned to glass is because they were made of clay. And when you take that high heat that's made of clay and that's made of different crystals, 3,000 plus degree temperature, what happens? And it hits, it literally is like it's like putting it inside of a kiln. It's like putting it inside of a kiln, and all of that clay turning to pure glass, which is like that hardened form. It's like pottery. All right. So you gotta understand, there's a battle for us, for a battle against our minds from excelling. All right. They need our minds to not excel. Okay. He says, black skinned people, we're not black. Okay. He says it's obvious that black skinned people are indeed the originals to this planet. It's one of the things that they didn't lie about in school. But that don't mean that absolutely everyone else is evil and soulless. I never said that. I never said that everyone outside of us is evil and soulless. Well, I did say that they're soulless. Well, I ain't saying they're evil because there's no such thing as evil. I always say that there's a balanced energy and an unbalanced energy. That's number one. And those who are balanced with the planet are those who are original, who were created, who are manifested, who were birthed by the planet. And we as the original beings, we so-called African Americans, were birthed by the planet. You can call us tree people, you can call us angels, you can call us however you want to call it. We were birthed by the planet. All right. See past the physical illusion of race and see people's soul. What people? I look into their eyes, I don't see anything. I look into their eyes and I see a body without a soul. But I look into the eyes of the brothers and sisters and I see a soul. I can see their soul. So when you talk about physical illusion, if there's such a thing as a physical illusion, you're talking about something that's not supposed to be in existence. There's something that's not supposed to be in existence and see the soul. How can something that is an illusion have a soul? These are your words that you spoke. All right. I know people that look like me did absolutely horrible things, and I'm sick of hearing you group me in with them just because of my skin. I don't talk about y'all. I don't talk about whites. I don't talk about Asians. I talk about the Moors because I know the shit that they did. I don't talk about y'all. Y'all not important to me. Only my people, my species are important to me. All right. And he says, free your mind from that. See the soul, not the body. How can you see a soul when the body doesn't possess a soul? So he continued on. I said Mongolians have those species no home. The whites don't have a home. They're not from here. Well, I mean, they do have a home, but they're not from here. Because just like Jane Elliott says, she says there was no whites here on this planet before 1681. Because the whites are what? The draconian reptilians who the Chitauri reptilians called to come here. So the Chitauri reptilians made sure the draconian reptilians came here, and that's why they get along together so good. All right? That's why they get along together so good. They're both reptilians, and they're fighting against the dragon beings or the serpent beings. Okay, understand? This is still a cosmic war that's happening. All right, and so I said, Mongolians have no home. He said, did you even read my comment? He says, what about the people, other races who experience these extraordinary spiritual downloads, remembering past lives and things of short? I don't know about them remembering past lives, because past lives belong to those who have souls. Now, if you belong to another planetary body, you may have a soul in that planetary body from where you originate. But if you're not original to this planet, how can you have a past life to something that you don't belong to? How can you? It's impossible. But if you listen to us long enough, you'll create something in your head that makes you think that you're having a past life, when in reality, you're just like munching on things that we said to make yourself appear like you are one of us. And that's when you come into that whole point of that conditioned false reality, where you try to create a reality that never existed. All right, conditioned false reality. So, people who, I'm gonna tell you, like I tell everybody, I say you have those who are not organic to the planet, and can they have a spiritual awakening? Of course they can. Of course they can have a spiritual awakening. Anyone can have a spiritual awakening. All right, they have a spirit, though they might not have a soul. They have a spirit, and they can have a spiritual awakening. All right. It's just that the soul literally represents the connection with the planetary body. And we as the original beings are the souls of this realm. And these beings needed us to be in the sleep state so that they can control the planet. Control the minds of the original beings, control the planet. That's where it is. And this is where we come into freeing our mind, because it's like, hold on, you can't control us anymore. You can't tell us we came from Africa. You can't tell us that we came from monkeys. You can't tell us that we came from spores in the ground. You can't tell us that we came from bacteria. You can't tell us this anymore, because we know. The trees gave birth to us. Nature gave birth to us. We walked out of the ground. All right? We walked out of the ground. We walked out of the trees. We walked out of the waters. We are nature. We walked out of the fire. We walked out of the gases. Yes. We walked out of the crystals. We walked out of the metals. We walked out of so many different areas in this realm, because these areas of energy and all gave birth to us. And this is what makes us souls, because we are a part of this planetary system. All right. We are part of this planetary system, and we are part of the great collective called nature. All right. Something for y'all to think about. All right. Something for y'all to think about. You know, something for y'all to think about, something for y'all to ponder on, because we are those who are feared the most, because we are nature. All right, brothers and sisters. Just want to share that with y'all. I'll catch y'all guys later. This white guy coming in, giving his little whatever he thought he know. All right. Understand who we are, brothers and sisters. And we are literally the most important beings in this realm. And this is why we are fought against the hardest. All the brothers and sisters like in the area called Europe and all that, who are Atlanteans, you're fought against as well, because we are the original beings. All right. All in the UK, all that area, we're the original beings. We're those who literally have the absolute power to change the entire planetary structure. This is why they need us in the education, religion, political area. They need us in every other area but nature. All right. Catch you guys later. Much power to you all.